Hello my viewers, another question and answer time. First of all, let me answer one question here, my email that I just got about overcharging a unit. Let's see, it says, I'm a new tech to the field and made a rookie mistake. I overcharged an R22 unit by 10 psig. Does this mean I need to recover the entire unit to rectify this problem? Well now, actually, how would you know that you overcharged the unit if you're just going by PSIG? Because that's not really the way to do it. You should charge by weight if the system is, say, a package unit of some sort, or you charge by superheat if the system has a fixed orifice, or you charge by subcooling if the system has an expansion valve. So those are the three main ways of charging. There are other ways of charging a unit as well, but those are the three main ones that are used. So, I mean, just because you think you might have 10 psig too much does not mean that it's overcharged. So, like I said, figure out what system you need to use to rectify the problem. Can you tell about this R22A? Okay, now R22A is a new drop-in refrigerant that's used for old R22 systems. As you know, R22 is being phased out eventually here soon. And if you have, say, an R22 system, and when R22 gets to be ridiculously expensive or pretty near difficult to find or impossible to find, then you have to go to a drop-in type of refrigerant. And R22A is one of those drop-ins. First of all, R22A, the refrigerant you're talking about, has a blend of propane and butane. Both are explosive. And now, I mean, explosiveness in the refrigerant should not really mean that it's not going to work and do the job that it's supposed to do. But mixing the refrigerant with an existing charge of R22 just kind of seems to go against my grain. I guess if you're going to use it, the best bet would be to recover the R22 that you have in there in your system, and then pull the system into a good tight vacuum and then charge it with R22A. And that, I would say, would be the correct way of doing it. But yes, it is explosive. But by the way, R410A, okay, is explosive too. So, like I said, just because it's explosive doesn't mean that it won't work as a refrigerant. And at this point, I can't give you a yay or nay what I think about it because I've never tried it. So check it out. Look, here's another one. Why do you want to add nitrogen to a system after you back up the refrigerant to the condenser to service the line set? And this means after you pump down the system, why do you add nitrogen? Okay, well, first of all, you do not want to cut open the line set ever, okay, or open it up to the atmosphere without making sure that the pressure inside of the line set and in the evaporator coil are at least at atmospheric pressure. So adding nitrogen into the line set and evaporator will prevent air from getting sucked in, and hence moisture, because in the air there's moisture and that's not good. So that's the reason, and I have had to answer that like about 1,000,000 times. I mean, really, it's one of my most commonly asked questions. So I thought I'd go ahead and answer it right here, right now. Another question that I've been receiving is about, well, gee, you know, Dr. Z, what's the deal with all the copper and aluminum videos? I only made a few, but, well, now these, just to tell you, first of all, I have learned a lot about metallurgy by doing so. This is aluminum, okay? And what's amazing is this one ingot here isn't even a pound. It's like 12 ounces. It's incredible. After you remove all the impurities and everything, it's just incredible. And here's the video clip of how these little ingots here, which together weigh about 20 ounces, got started. It was right now in this bucket I have about 19 ounces of aluminum, and you are not going to believe how compressed this is going to become once it's melted. For starters, I filled my crucible here with some of the aluminum fins, and I'm going to, it probably won't last long before that melts down to nothing before I have to add more. I'm going to turn the gas on, and here we have it going. There we go. spoon. So yeah, the moral of the story is forget about melting down, say, soda cans and the fins on your coils, because it's just not enough aluminum. And I mean, the biggest problem is the slag that you get is just unbelievable. All you're doing is using up propane or whatever gas or charcoal or however you're melting in your furnace. So there you have it. Oh, and by the way, I have to apologize about not showing you me pouring these ingots into the molds, because what happened was I had my camera set up, then while I was pouring it, it dawned on me that I forgot to hit the record button. And then after I poured it, I went and sat on my camera. That didn't make me any happier. So, but there they are anyway. Another thing, Becky has asked me to clarify a little bit more about how to buy these copper ingots from me. First of all, let's see, these are, say, 1 pounders. Okay, like this one's a 16 ouncer and this is a 19 ouncer. Just send me an email, tell me that you're interested in purchasing some copper from me, and I'll give you a price. Simple as that. So just to give you an idea, 1 pound would cost you like $5 right there. Okay, 1 pound ingot, and here it is, 16 ounces right on the button. And like I said before, I don't think I'll be doing aluminum because it's just not going to, you know, it's too inexpensive. It's only like $1 a pound, if that. And but I guess if somebody really wants to buy these ingots from me, they can. But I'm going to want more than $1 for it. So probably more like $3 or something like that, because it did cost me some propane to melt the stuff down. And like I said before, no matter, well, just about no matter how much you want, up to say about 16 pounds, the shipping anywhere in the United States is $5.35. Okay, so I hope I cleared that up a little bit more. You can still send me copper if you want to, but